Shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters all over the world. I'm Yahweh ben Israel. I was here, came here to serve the Most High Yah. And today's topic is Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. And I want to talk about heaven on earth. And I want to talk about snitches. So there's three subjects I'm going to talk about today. But first of all, I'm going to start off in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter and break it down. Okay, the first verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahweh
The
the
word, okay, yeah, the word diligent means seriously. This is a serious matter. Hearken. He want us to really pay this some attention. Read.
unto the voice of Yahweh the Elohim, to observe and to do all his commandments,
Not some of, most of, all his commandments. Read.
which I command thee this day,
Talking about right now, this day.
that Yahweh the Elohim will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Now, this is saying if you keep the Almighty commandments and laws, you're going to be high above all the nations, over the Germans, over the Russians, over the Puerto Ricans, over the Gentile, the white folks. But right now, we are not. And I'm going to show you the reason why we are not on high right now. We at the bottom. Read.
And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of Yahweh the Elohim.
If you listen to Yah, you're going to be blessed. But we didn't listen to him. That's when we're being cursed. Read.
Blessed shalt thou be in the city,
Blessed you be in Chicago, New York, California, in the city.
and blessed shalt thou be in the field.
Blessed you be in Mississippi, Arkansas, and Tennessee, down in the South.
Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body,
Blessed be the fruit of thy body. You have plenty of babies and kids and stuff like that.
and the fruit of thy ground,
Meaning the food going to be able to grow, ain't going to be contaminated and die from cancer and all this kind of mess. Read.
and the fruit of thy cattle,
The fruit, you're going to have plenty of cattle. Cows.
the increase of thy kine,
You're going to have all kinds.
and the flocks of thy sheep.
You have plenty of sheep.
Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store.
You're going to have plenty of food in your house.
Blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in,
Blessed when you coming in, when you come in the house, ain't nobody gonna be inside your house ready to kill you and take your VCR and you're safe out your house. You're gonna be blessed.
and blessed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
When you leave your house, you're gonna be blessed. You ain't got to worry about when you're in the grocery store, they stick it up and kill you. You ain't walking down the street getting killed. You know, you're gonna be blessed. You ain't got to worry about that. Read.
Yahweh shall cause thy enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face.
Whoever is against you, the Almighty gonna kill him and take care of him. He ain't gonna let no harm happen to you. He ain't gonna let nothing happen to you.
They shall come out against thee one way,
Everybody gonna come out against you one way,
and flee before thee 7 ways.
and boy, they gonna get on away from you, because the Almighty with you.
Yahweh shall command the blessing upon thee in thy storehouses,
Read.
and all that thou settest thy hand unto. And he shall bless thee in the land which Yahweh thy Elohim giveth thee.
Wherever you go, the Almighty gonna bless you in the land that He giveth thee.
Yahweh shall establish thee a holy people unto himself.
We are a holy people unto Yah. We the only people that He picked over everybody that's on the face of the earth. He made all nations, but He chose the Hebrew Israelites over everybody on earth. Read.
As he hath sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of Yahweh thy Elohim, and walk in his ways.
That's all you got to do is keep His commandments and walk in His ways. That's all you got to do, and you will be blessed. Read.
And all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of Yahweh.
We are called the Hebrew Israelite people.
And they shall be afraid of thee.
When you serve Yah and keep the Most High laws, they're going to be afraid of you, because they know if they do something to you, they got a price to pay. If a wicked man do something to a righteous man, he got a price to pay. The Almighty is not going to let you do something to His chosen people and you ain't going to pay for it. The book say, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. So when you play a game with the true Israelite, the true Hebrew, best believe your ass in trouble. Something going to happen to you bad. So you better think twice before you even act like you want to do something to one of the chosen ones of the children of Israel.
And Yahweh shall make thee plenteousness in goods,
Plenty of everything.
and the fruit of thy body, and in the fruit of thy cattle, and in the fruit of thy ground, and the land which Yahweh swore unto thy fathers to give thee. Yahweh shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven to give the rain unto thy land in his season,
Meaning it's gonna rain, your corn gonna grow, your beans and wheat and barley, everything gonna grow on time. You're gonna have plenty of everything.
and to bless all the work of thy hand.
And everything you do, the Almighty gonna bless you.
And thou shalt lend unto many nations,
You should have plenty of money where you could be able to lend to everybody. But with today we ain't got a dime. We can't lend you an apple because we ain't got nothing. Read.
and thou shalt not borrow.
We ain't gonna borrow nothing because we gonna have everything. So how we gonna borrow something? We got it all. Everybody gonna be coming to us if we had obeyed the Almighty and kept His laws and commandments, which we didn't do.
And Yahweh shall make thee the head,
We should be the head, which we are not today,
and not the tail,
and not the tail because we the tail right now.
and thou shalt be above only,
We ain't nobody gonna be above us but us. We gonna be at the top.
and thou shalt not be
We
beneath.
ain't gonna be in the basement. We ain't gonna be on the floor. We ain't gonna be at the bottom.
If that thou hearken unto the commandments of Yahweh thy Elohim, which I command thee this day to observe and to do them.
And we didn't do that. That's when we in America and catching hell from these people. This is the reason why you catching hell. The average black man that been in penitentiary, the average they're killing us every 5 minutes in Chicago. They're killing a black man. It's open season on the nigga now. So, and that's the reason why we are being treated like this because we turned our back on Yah. Read.
And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day, to the right hand or to the left, to go after other deities to serve them.
See, we get to America, we serving the white man God. We done went to the right and went to the left, and now we're going to church, and now we're believing in this New Testament JC. That's reading this curses up on us because we done transgressed the law. That's reading all this bad stuff that happened to the black man. You want to know why they dying in Chicago? They ain't talking about no law. They ain't talking about Yah, and ain't nobody doing nothing right that Yah want to see. That's reading he making it happen like that. He done turned his back on you. Because you turned his back on him. You turn your back on Yah, he turned his back on you. Shit. Read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt hearken unto the voice of
No, read that again. It's 15.
verse 15.
Yeah, you
But
forgot.
it shall
Yeah, read.
okay. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken
There you go. If you would not hearken,
unto the voice of Yahweh thy Elohim, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
now hold it right here. Now, I read to you how you're going to be blessed. Now, he going to tell you how you're going to be cursed and why you being cursed today. Now, these are the curses that's up on us. This is the reason why you're catching hell in the United States of America. Read.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city,
Curse in Chicago, New York, and Tampa Bay, Florida, everywhere. That's when all this killing going on because you ain't keeping no commandment. The book just told you. Read.
and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Curse you be in Little Rock, Arkansas, and Mississippi, and all them places down there.
Cursed shall be thy basket,
You eating these pork chops and chilies and hog maws, your basket being cursed.
and thy store.
In our store,
Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body,
the men today that stir up, can't make babies. I know 4 or 5 men that ain't got now children. They in their 40s and late 50s. They can't have babies. They stir up.
and the fruit of thy land,
They ain't got no land. Living in the projects.
the increase of thy kine, and the flocks of thy sheep. Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in,
Curse when you come in the house, somebody gonna be waiting behind the couch with a shotgun to kill you and take all your stuff out your house, breaking and entering.
And cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
Hey, when you go to work, you ain't guaranteed to make it back home. Shit, you getting killed for nothing. All these curses are happening to us because we transgressed the law and we ain't keeping the commandment. So when you hear about bad stuff happening to people, you think about, what? Was he keeping the law? Was he keeping the Sabbath? Was he keeping the commandment? Was he talking about y'all? Oh, that's the reason why he did. That's the reason why this happened to him and that happened to him. It's a reason why everything. Ain't nothing just happening for nothing. It's a reason why you dying today like you is, because you ain't studying the Most High. Read.
Yahweh shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke,
Cursing and vexation, high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, all these different diseases that you got. Because you sin against the Most High. So the Almighty is plaguing us. Read.
and all that thou settest thy hand unto for to do.
Everything that you try to do, it backfire. It don't work. Why? Because you ain't studying Yah. It say obey. You ain't going to do that, though. That's when you being cursed. Keep on not doing it. Read.
Until thou be destroyed,
Until you go to hell. Till you die. You're going to have hard times or heartaches until you die. Read.
and until thou perish quickly.
That's right. Perish quickly. What verse you in?
20.
Okay.
Because of the wickedness of thy doings,
Oh, the wickedness of your doings. I just told you you're wicked for not keeping the commandments you're doing. Read.
whereby thou hast forsaken me.
What? You forsaken Yah. That's when they dying in Chicago. That's when they killing like crazy. Because you forsaken Yah. Been going to church all your life, and the church ain't never saved you. Been praying to JC all your life. JC ain't never saved you. So any time for a change, you better wake up. I'm trying to told you now. I said I'm trying to told you. So you better wake up and smell the coffee and drink it. Because it's time to learn the truth. You're going to church, you're wearing crosses, you're believing in JC is not going to work. You add sin to sin because it's time to serve Yah. If they want to, if the United States want to looking for, if the black people looking for a change in the United States, they got to turn to Yahweh. Ain't no other way out. That's when your sons and daughters is dying in the street because you talking about that Hamashiach monk in the New Testament, JC. And boy, you ain't going to do nothing but get some more act right. That's all it's going to do.
Verse 21. Yahweh shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee.
Hold it. Mosquitoes, flies, and gnats are super bad. Every time you go outside, they attack you like a dog or something. They attacking you. I ain't never seen the mosquitoes and gnats and flies and stuff so bad this year, 2019. Read.
Until he have consumed thee
Until he have consumed you, destroyed you. Read.
from off the land,
That's right.
whether thou goest to possess it. Yahweh shall smite thee with a consumption,
Consumption is a disease.
and
Right, go ahead.
and with the fever,
Disease,
and with the inflammation,
disease,
and with an extreme burning,
disease.
and with the sword,
The sword is the man killing. Black on black crime. Black on black crime. We killing each other every 5 minutes. Black on black crime. So that's a curse from Yah. All that killing come from Yah, because Almighty said, I killed and I make alive. So the reason why they died in Chicago is because the Most High is doing it because they don't keep the law. Point blank. Ain't keeping the law. Bottom line. Start keeping the law, you have mercy on you, and you'll start being forgiven and blessed. Read.
and with blasting, and with mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou perish.
That's right.
And thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron.
Hard. That's right.
Yahweh shall make the rain of thy land powder and dust. From heaven shall it come down upon thee until thou be destroyed. Yahweh shall cause thee to be smitten before thy enemies.
You're going to be smitten before this white man, your enemies.
Thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them, and shall be removed in all the kingdoms of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And thy carcass shall be meat unto all fowls of the air, and unto the beasts of the earth, and no man shall fray them away.
No man can save you or help you. Can't nobody help you and save you when this come up on you. Read.
Verse 27. Yahweh shall smite thee with the botch of Egypt, and with the emerods,
Enrod, that's some kind of like dealing with your testicle, man, Enrods, dealing with your balls.
and with the scab,
And then scab is like that eczema and stuff that you on your skin that you can't get rid of eczema.
and with the itch,
And it itches. It itches.
whereof thou canst not be healed.
And you can't be healed. And I got it. The eczema that's on you. That you can't that's what he talking about. That eczema. I got that. That's the curse I got. Well, he got me with the eczema. But it always could be worse. And I ain't mad at y'all. Because I have did things in life that I shouldn't have did and wrong, but that's part of my curse. You know, everybody gonna be chastised and cursed in such a way. And my curse is that eczema he gave me that's up on me that I can't get rid of. But I ain't mad at y'all. I love him, baby. Because you always can be worse. You understand me? So everybody out there, you go get something happen to you, boy. You best believe that. You know, because ain't nobody on earth ain't never did wrong and stuff, you know. But so, I ain't mad. I just want the world to know, hey, I accept what y'all do to me. I accept my punishment. I accept this curse that he put up on me, these scabs, the scurvy, what I say, the eczema that's up on my body. I accept that. I'm not mad. So don't get it twisted. Read.
Yahweh shall smite thee with madness,
Man, you could be insane and crazy and retarded. Read.
and blindness,
Could be blind. Ray Charles can't see. Stevie Wonder.
and astonishment of heart.
And astonishment of heart.
And thou shalt grope at noonday.
You're going to grope at noonday, be complaining all the time. What verse you at?
Verse 29.
Okay.
As the blind gropeth in darkness,
As the blind groping in darkness.
and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
And anything that you do, you ain't going to prosper. But I'm prospering because the Almighty blessing me too now. Don't get it twisted. I ain't on the floor. Read.
And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore.
You're going to be oppressed and spoiled, meaning robbed. You're going to be exposed and being robbed. Read.
And no man shall save thee.
Ain't nobody going to be able to take this curse up off you but Yah, because he the only one can give you a curse. Read.
Thou shalt betroth a wife,
You should get a wife,
and another man shall lie with her.
and while you at work at 12 o'clock at night, another man up in your house sleeping with your wife. I ain't experienced that yet.
Thou shalt build an house,
You should build a house,
and thou shalt not dwell therein.
and you ain't going to even dwell in it.
Thou shalt plant a vineyard,
You going to plant a vineyard,
and shalt not gather the grapes thereof.
and you ain't going to be able to gather the grapes. Read.
Verse 31. Thy ox shall be slain before thine eyes,
Your eyes going to be slain before that your eyes. Read.
and thou shalt not eat thereof.
And you ain't going to be able to eat of it.
Thine ass shall be violently taken away from before thy face.
And back in the 17, 1800, we was on plantation. The white man would come take your ox and ass, and shit, ain't nothing you can do about it but cry and look. He come take whatever he want from you, and it be justified in his eye. And ain't nothing gonna be did to you. Did, that's right, did for you.
And shall not be restored to thee.
And you ain't gonna get it back.
Thy sheep shall be given unto thy enemies.
Now, that's what I just said. The sheep gonna be given to your enemy. You done raised the sheep up for somebody else.
And thou shalt have none to rescue them.
Ain't nobody gonna come help you. No, you forget unto thy enemy. Did you read that? Thy sheep should be given to thy enemies.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sheep shall be given unto thy enemies.
Your sheep gonna be given to the enemy. That's right.
And thou shalt have none to rescue them.
And ain't nobody gonna be able to help you or save you. Read.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Okay, when we came over here and had plantation. You have your wife have a baby. They sell it to somebody over in Philadelphia or Arkansas or something like. They trading your kids like they trading coffee and wine. That's how they used to do us back in them days. Back when we first got to the United States, they trading your kids off for coffee and stuff like that. Read.
And thine eyes shall look,
And all you can do is look. I got my baby. I got my baby. But ain't nobody gonna help you save your mama, grandmama, them crying. Read.
and fell with longing for them all the day
Boy,
long.
you're gonna be sick as a poison dog all your life. When you have a baby and the white man take it and sell it to somebody else and you never see it, boy, that's a horrible feeling. But you only brought it on yourself. Why? You ain't serving Yah. So he caused this to happen to us. He put this up on us because we transgressed to him, the law. Read.
And there shall be no might in thy hand.
Ain't nobody gonna have no gun in their hand to go get your baby back. Read.
The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up.
We didn't know nothing about the Gentiles in the United States. Read.
And thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always.
We always gonna be oppressed and crushed always, long as we in the United States. We ain't gonna never be on top. Ain't gonna never be no justice. There's no justice for us. Never. Read.
Verse 34. So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see. Yahweh shall smite thee in the knees
You gonna have bad knees.
and in the legs,
And legs gonna be bad.
with a sore botch that cannot be healed.
Cannot be here. Only medicine, can't take no medicine. Only y'all can get rid of it. Because he the only one gave it to you. Read.
From the sole of thy foot unto the top of thy head.
Was sick all the time. Read.
Yahweh shall bring thee and thy king which thou shalt set over thee unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Because Moses and Abraham, we didn't know nothing about no United States. This is brand new to us. We didn't know nothing about no America. We have not known. So it's got to be talking about us. Read.
And there shalt thou serve other deities, wood and stone.
That's when we was brought to the United States, we've been serving JC all the time, and he ain't helped to save or did nothing for. Look how many years and centuries and hundreds of years that we've been serving. We've been at the bottom. We've been serving JC all the time, but he ain't helped. Do you think this white man will introduce you to a God that can save? And he know he could. If he knew he could save you, you think he would have ever introduced you to JC if he thought he could save you? This man is not gonna do that. He knows that's fakeism and perpetrating the fraud. He's not like that. He ain't finna give you the truth. He wants you to live a lie. He laughing at you every time you go to church and call up on JC. He laughing at you, boy. Say we done tricked him good. We got him gone, boy. We got him hoodwinked, bamboos, and brainwashed. They laughing at y'all when y'all go to church and say that, and they looking at me mad. They mad at me because they didn't trick me. Read.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become a astonishment,
That's right.
a proverb, and a byword among all nations whither Yahweh shall lead thee.
Okay, a byword and a proverb is a nigger, coon, monkey, shine, boy. Them names that they gave you. Them the names that's a proverb for you. The name that they gave us was I just said. Boy. Call you boy in a minute. A nigger in a minute. Read.
Thou shalt carry much seed out into the field, and shalt gather but little in, for the locust shall consume it.
The locust is the grasshoppers gonna eat it all up.
Thou shalt plant vineyards and dress them, but shalt neither drink of the wine, nor gather the grapes, for the worms shall eat them.
Play it. Read.
Thou shalt have olive trees throughout all thy coast, but thou shalt not anoint thyself with the oil, for thine olive shall cast his fruit. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them.
Right. When you get sons and daughters, you ain't gonna enjoy them because they're gonna be sold to somebody on another plantation. Gonna get rid of them. Read.
For they shall go into
They're
captivity.
gonna go somewhere else. You down in Mississippi, they're gonna go to Arkansas. They're gonna sell them to another plantation and somewhere else. Read.
All thy trees and the fruit of thy land shall the locust consume.
Right.
The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high,
The strangers, the Gentile, they're gonna get up over you very high. The Gentile is real. Read.
and thou shalt come down very
And
low.
the black man gonna come down very low.
He shall lend to thee,
The Gentiles should lend to thee because they the one got all the banks and the money. They gonna lend to us. Read.
and thou shalt not lend to him.
Why? Because you ain't got nothing to lend him. That's when you ain't gonna lend him nothing because you ain't got nothing. Read.
He shall be the head,
He should be the head,
and thou shalt be the tail.
and we are the tail. The Gentile, the white folks is the head, and we are the tail. Why? Because we didn't want to keep the commandments. We didn't want to keep the laws and statutes and commandments. But I'm not mad because of that. I know that I accept what Yah did to me and what my forefathers did. I accept that because we are some wicked people. We are transgressors and we say one thing and do another. We monkey see, monkey do people. So I'm not mad at Yah. It's not his fault. It's our fault. We the ones transgress against him. We the ones to turn our back against Yah. So don't get mad when all this curse come up on you. Be glad because you didn't do right. Read.
Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee,
And that's the reason why all these curses come up on thee.
and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be
Till
destroyed,
you go to the graveyard.
because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh thy Elohim,
What? Because you didn't listen. I just told you with the book popping it. Read.
to keep his commandments
You didn't want to keep his commandments.
and his
You
statutes,
didn't want to keep his statutes,
which he commanded thee.
which he told you to do, but you didn't want to do that. So that's the reason why all this evil and ungrateful stuff is happening to us in the United States of America. Accept your curse, people, and change your wicked ways and do what's right in the eyes of Yah, and you will see a change. Read.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever,
That's right. It's going to be up on us forever. Until we change, it's forever. Read.
because thou servest not Yahweh thy Elohim,
You don't serve Yah. You serve the hippie on the stick. The New Testament. No. Y'all already know what I'm talking about. I showed you 1,000 times. I ain't got to keep on showing you. You know what I'm talking about. That guy in the New Testament. Read.
with joyfulness
You don't serve Yah with joyfulness.
and with gladness of heart,
You ain't glad when the Sabbath come around because you want to go outside, see the sun shine. Man, I'm finna go. I'm finna go to the mall. I'm finna go swimming. I'm finna go wash my car. I'm finna do all this old wicked stuff on the Sabbath day. When he give you 6 days to do you, and the 7th day is his. He wants you to chill on out. Read.
for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies,
That's the reason why we serving this white man in America. Read.
which Yahweh shall send against thee,
That's right. He sent us to the United States. He the one put us in this predicament. Don't you know the Almighty know what's going on in this world? And he turned his back on him because you turned your back on him. Shit. Don't be mad at the Almighty because he killing your sons and daughters in the street and letting him putting these curses up on you. Don't be mad at him. Be mad at yourself. You the one transgress him. You the one stop serving him. You the one turned your back on Yah. Ain't no sense you being mad at him. Be mad at yourself. Look in the mirror and be mad at yourself. Shit, and accept your punishment and the wicked stuff that you have did, and say, Yah, beg Yah for mercy. Beg him for mercy, because he is merciful. He'll hear you, but you can't be playing no game, perpetrating no fraud, and talking propaganda. You can't be doing that. Read.
in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things,
You want all things, and they ain't gonna get nothing. Read.
and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck
Hard times. Read.
until he have destroyed thee.
Until he have destroyed thee. What verse you at?
49. Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
What is United States symbol? The eagle. Talking about United States. The eagle. That's their symbol. The eagle. Swift. America fast. Quick. On the draw. It's not just talking about United States right now. Read.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
We didn't understand no English. We were speaking Hebrew. We didn't know nothing about this tongue. Read.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old.
All you got to do is watch Roots, The Burning Bed. They didn't regard the people of the old. It's got to be talking about United States. They didn't care nothing about it. As long as you was black, you was wrong. And they're going to break it off in you. Read.
Nor show favor to the young.
They ain't going to show no favor to the young. They put their feet on their stomach and had a little, a little 10-year-old laying down and put the feet on the stomach. Watch the Roots. Watch the Roots. And they're going to show you how they did it. And they sugarcoat that. But they were 10 times worse than the movie Roots. Shit. He told you in the beginning of Roots, I'm going to bring him to a Christian land. A Christian land. You watch that and watch you say Christian out of his mouth. Read.
And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed.
Until you be destroyed.
Which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy kind, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee.
Mm-hmm.
And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates, until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trustest throughout all thy land. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land, which Yahweh thy Elohim hath given thee. Verse 53. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which Yahweh thy Elohim hath given thee.
Now, this is going to be further on. This is talking about further on down the road where we're going to be boiling our sons and daughters and eating it. That's how bad it's going to get in this world. It's going to get this tough. I know you can't see it right now because you've been brainwashed, but this is going to happen when you're going to eat your own sons and daughters up because you're going to be starving to death. You think you're hungry today, wait till tomorrow. Read.
In the siege and in the straitness wherewith thy enemies shall distress thee.
Yeah, that's right.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
His evil going to be eyes like evil toward his brother.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
That's right, going to be evil.
And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Man, they're gonna be a deadbeat dad. Ain't gonna be no earthly good. A rotten dude. Read.
So that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children, whom he shall eat.
That's right. He ain't gonna share. He's gonna eat them up. He ain't gonna share the food. He ain't gonna share. Got his son got a 6-month son in a pot boiling, and when he get through eating, when he get through there, he ain't gonna share it with nobody. He gonna eat it all. Read.
Because he have nothing left him in the siege, and in
what verse you in?
55.
So no, read the. Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Verse 55. So that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children, whom he shall eat, because he hath nothing left him in the siege, and in the straitness, wherewith thy enemies shall distress thee in all thy gates. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom.
Now this is the curse that's up on us. Your wife gonna turn against you now. She ain't gonna always be 100. This is the curse from Yah. Read.
And toward her son.
And toward her son, she ain't gonna be studying her own son.
And toward her daughter.
Or a daughter.
And toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet.
She ain't gonna even be studying the 1 or 2-year-old. Get on with me.
And toward her children, which she shall bear.
The kid that she bear, she gonna turn her back on. That's a sin in the curse from when an unfit mother is not studying her kids no more. You're gonna see this.
For she shall eat them for want of all things.
She gonna boil them. I told you you're gonna eat your kids one day. Might not be today, but watch till tomorrow. You're gonna be eating your kids. Now the book talking. This is prophecy.
Secretly in the siege and straitness, wherewith thy enemy shall distress thee in thy gates.
That's right.
If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name, Yahweh thy Elohim, then Yahweh will make thy plagues
He
wonderful,
gonna make the players wonderful.
and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and of long continuance, and sore sicknesses, and of long continuance.
Well, of all these diseases, everything under the sun gonna happen to you. Read.
Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou was afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee.
That means you ain't gonna never be able to get rid of them. The diseases of Egypt, that what we had down in Egypt, still to this day. Read.
Also every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law.
Now, AIDS is not written in the book of the law. Herpes is not written in the book of the law. Syphilis is not written in the book of the law. Cancer is not written in the book of the law. He's talking about diseases that are not written in the book of the law. Diseases today. Read.
Them will Yahweh bring upon thee
Them the diseases I'm going to bring up on you. What I just said. Read.
until thou be destroyed.
Until you go to the graveyard. Be destroyed.
And ye shall be left few in number, whereas ye were as the stars of heaven for multitude.
That's right.
Because thou wouldest not obey the voice of Yahweh thy Elohim.
That's because you wouldn't listen. It's all about obeying and listening. And that's all you got to do. Read.
And it shall come to pass that as Yahweh rejoiced over you to do you good and to multiply you,
just like he told to do when you do right, he loved for a righteous man to do right so he can bless him. The Almighty don't want to curse you, he want to bless you. Read.
so Yahweh will rejoice over you to destroy you.
He's going to destroy you because you is not keeping his laws, his statute, his judgment, precept, or commandment. Read.
And to bring you to naught.
To bring you down to nothing. No.
And ye shall be plucked from off the land, whether thou goest to possess it.
Right.
Verse 64. And Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people.
And then I tell you, the Almighty one scattered us in the United States.
From the one end of the earth, even unto the other.
We all over the world. We not just in the United States, we all over the world. Read.
And there thou shalt serve other deities.
And wherever we go in this world, we always gonna serve another man's God. Always. That's all we ever did was serve them. That's when we catching hell. Cause we always monkey see, monkey do. Read.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
And have not known. Read that again.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Have known. We didn't know them. We didn't know nothing about these other gods. Read.
Even wood and stone.
Wood and stone.
And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
We always gonna be a hard time. We ain't gonna find no ease. It ain't gonna be easy.
Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest.
Always tired. Man, I gotta get up and go to work. I'm so sick of this job. I'm tired. My wore out. My back about to go out. I can't stand up and walk. Just tired. I got what you call it, arthritis and all these but bones and my bones hurt. You ain't serving Yah. Read.
But Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling heart.
Trembling heart. Always scared. Trembling heart mean you always, when you leave here, you don't know if you're going to make it home or not. Make it back home or not. Scared. Read.
And failing of eyes.
And failing of eyes.
And sorrow of mind.
And sorrow of mind. Always in doubt.
And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee,
That's what I just said. I had like doubt. Read.
and thou shalt fear day and night,
You're gonna be scared day and night. Even the daytime, you ain't want to walk down the street, cause boy, you scared something might happen to you. Read.
and shalt have none assurance of thy life.
Ain't no insurance on your life.
And the morning when in the morning thou shalt say, would Elohim it were even, and at even thou shalt say, would Elohim it were morning, for the fear of thine heart wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes which thou shalt see. And Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
And no man shall help you or be able to save you. Okay, I just wanted to break that 28 down to Deuteronomy, but now I want to talk about heaven and earth. Let's talk about heaven and earth. I've been hearing a lot of talk about heaven and earth. So let's talk about this. Now let's go to the Old Testament. Let's go to Isaiah, which we're going to have heaven on. The Old Testament, we're going to have heaven on earth. The New Testament is heaven in the sky, in the air, which is a lie. Now let's go to Isaiah, I think, chapter 11. Isaiah chapter 11, I'm going to start at the first verse, 1 through 9.
Isaiah chapter 11, verse 1. And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots, and the spirit of Yahweh shall rest upon him, the spirit of wisdom and understanding, the spirit of counsel and might, the spirit of knowledge and of the fear of Yahweh, and shall make him of quick understanding and the fear of Yahweh, and he shall not judge after the sight of his own eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears, but with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove with the equity for the meek of the earth.
Now, this is talking about David. When we get back to the, because Jesse is the son of David. So, I mean, David is Jesse's, I mean, yeah, Jesse had a son named David. And that's who he's talking about when we get back home to the land. He going to be the one. Read.
And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked.
Slay the wicked.
And righteousness shall be the girdle of his loins, and faithfulness the girdle of his reins.
Now, this how heaven on earth going to be starting at this verse. Let you know this ain't happened yet. Read.
The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb.
Now, ain't no such thing as no wolf dwelling with no lamb today. So this is a future event, meaning heaven on earth, when a lamb and a wolf gonna be getting along, and you ain't gonna see that today, cause this on down the road. This is a future event. Read.
And the leopard shall lie down with the kid.
Now, what is a kid? Kid is a goat. The leopard right now eating goats. So when this happen, ain't gonna be no leopard eating no goat. Read.
And the calf and the young lion and the fatling together.
Now, have you ever seen a lion with a calf? Because when a lion see a calf, he gonna eat it. So in this day and time, I mean, when this happen in the future, the lion and the calf gonna be getting along. Read.
And a little child shall lead them.
And the little child gonna lead the lion, the goat, and the animal. Little kid right now. Right now they eat them up. Read.
Verse 7. And the cow and the bear shall feed.
Look, the cow and the bear gonna feed together. You ain't never heard that before. A cow and a bear eating together, and the bear ain't trying to eat the cow. This is a future event. Read.
Their young ones shall lie down together.
And they offspring gonna play together. They're gonna lie down together.
And the lion shall eat straw like the ox.
At this time, the lion gonna be eating straw like an ox. He's a man. He's a flesh eater today, but tomorrow he'll be eating straw. You know, this is heaven on. This how nice it's gonna be with heaven on earth. Read.
And the sucking child shall play on the hole of the asp,
Apps is a snake. A little kid gonna be able to go play in the hole with a snake, and the snake ain't gonna bite him. Read.
and the weaned child shall put his hand on the cockatrice's den.
The cartridge den is some kind of snake or adder or something like that. That's what this saying. In other words, heaven on earth. That's how nice and quiet and humble it's gonna be on this world. It's gonna be peace, and all the animals and the people gonna get along at this time. This is heaven on earth. Read.
They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain.
On the holy mountain, that's earth now, because the mountain is not in the air, it's on the earth. Read.
For the earth shall be full of knowledge. For the earth shall be full of the knowledge of Yahweh, as the waters cover the sea.
Right, hold it right there. Yeah. See, the knowledge is gonna be full. The Almighty gonna have peace on earth. Gonna be heaven on earth, not in the sky like the New Testament gonna tell you. But I'm gonna get to that. Now let's go to Isaiah 60. Isaiah 60, talking about heaven on earth. How heaven gonna be? 60 and let's see. Okay, let's see. Yeah, 61 through 1 through 22.
Isaiah chapter 60, verse 1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee.
The glory of Yah is upon us. Read.
For, behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But Yahweh shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
The glory of Yah gonna be seen. Read.
And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising. Lift up thine eyes round about, and see, all they gather themselves together. They come to thee, thy sons shall come from far, and thy daughters shall be nursed at thy side. Then thou shalt see and flow together, and thine heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee. The forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee.
See, the force of the Gentiles going back home because they're gonna be like, they're gonna be our servants and handmaids and stuff. Read.
Verse 6. The multitude of camels shall cover thee, the dromedaries of Median and Ephah, all they from Sheba shall come. They shall bring gold and incense, and they shall show forth the praises of Yahweh.
That's right. The whole world at this time gonna be serving Yah. Read.
All the flocks of Kedar shall be gathered together unto thee. The rams of Nebaioth shall minister unto thee. They shall come up with acceptance on my altar, and I will glorify the house of my glory. Who are these that fly as a cloud, and as the doves to their windows?
All right.
Surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first, to bring thy sons from far, their silver and their gold with them.
Us leaving the United States of America now. This is us leaving home. We going back to the land. We going back to Israel. Read.
Unto the name of Yahweh the Elohim,
Going back to serve Yah.
and to the Holy One of Israel,
That's right.
because he hath glorified thee.
That's right.
Verse 10. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee.
So the sons of the strangers, the Gentiles, they're gonna do the right thing. Read.
For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
Have mercy. Have word mercy. Read.
Therefore thy gates shall be open continually.
Yahweh gates gonna be open continually.
They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought.
That's right.
For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish.
Whoever don't serve Yah in Israel gonna perish. At this time,
Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary,
mm,
and I will make the place of thy feet glorious. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
all the ones that don't like it gonna get in order. They can get some act right now.
And they shall call thee the city of Yahweh, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
That's right.
Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated,
And so we have been forsaken and hated for thousands of years, hundreds of years, and years. Read.
so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many
At
generations.
this time gonna be joy for many nations. Read.
Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles,
That's right. We're gonna suck the milk of the Gentile,
and shalt suck the breast of kings,
the kings of the earth.
and thou shalt know that I, Yahweh, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob.
Deliver. The Redeemer means deliver. He the one delivered us back to the land. Read.
For brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron. I will also make thy officers peace, and thy exactors righteousness.
Mm-hmm.
Violence shall no more be heard in thy land.
What? Ain't gonna be no more violence, baby. Ain't gonna be no more Mac 11, 9 millimeters, and 357s and all that. Ain't gonna be no more of that. Boy, this is heaven on earth right now. Ain't gonna be no more violence. Read.
Wasting nor destruction within thy borders.
Within the border. So they let you know this ain't happened yet. This is a future event. They talking about the Old Testament being fulfilled. They're a lie. There's things in the Old Testament that ain't happened yet. And I can show you where they at. Read.
But thou shalt call thy wall salvation, and thy gates praise.
Praise. Read.
The sun shall be no more thy light by day,
At this time ain't gonna be no sun by light by day.
neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee.
That's right. Ain't gonna be no moon at this time. Read.
But Yahweh shall be unto thee an everlasting light.
What? Yahweh gonna be the light. You understand me? Book popping it. No, you don't know it. Read.
And thy Elohim thy glory.
The Almighty gonna be our light, not the sun. Read.
Thy sun shall no more go down,
Ain't got to worry about the sun going down no more at this time.
neither shall thy moon withdraw itself.
Withdraw ourselves.
For Yahweh shall be thy everlasting light.
Almighty gonna be our everlasting light. Let you know this ain't happened yet. Cause when you look outside, you see the sun. So this ain't happened yet. The sun's still ruling right now. Read.
And the days of thy mourning shall be ended.
Should be ended. Read.
Thy people also shall be all righteous,
Everybody on earth at this time gonna be all righteousness. Until you let you, so you know this ain't happened yet, cause ain't nobody righteous now. Most of them wicked as the $3 bill, crooked as the $3 bill. I mean, and but ain't no such thing as a $3 bill, so it's fake. Read.
they shall inherit the land forever.
We're gonna inherit the land. You didn't say the heaven, land. Read it again, baby. Read that again.
Thy people also shall be all righteous.
All righteous, not some of them, all of them. Read.
They shall inherit the land forever.
We're gonna have to laugh forever. Ain't gonna be no dying and sickness and diabetes, high blood pressure, none of this mess. Read.
The branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be
We're
glorified.
gonna glorify. Read.
A little one shall become 1,000,
Little one gonna become 1,000.
and a small one a strong nation. I, Yahweh, will hasten it in his time.
In his time. That's right. I mean, this ain't happened yet. This is a future event. Okay, let's go to Ezekiel 20. Still talking about heaven on earth. Heaven on earth, Ezekiel 20, 33, I think. Yeah, 20. Yeah, start at 20, 33 to 38.
Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 33. As I live, said Yahweh Elohim, surely with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm and with fury poured out will I rule over you.
That's how the Most High gonna rule over us. Read.
And I will bring you out from the people.
He gonna bring us out from all the other nations, from other people.
And will gather you out of the countries.
He gonna gather us where we at.
Wherein ye are scattered.
We scattered all over the United States and all over out of the United States, everywhere. Everywhere. Read.
With a mighty hand.
He gonna do it with a mighty hand.
And with a stretched out arm.
And with his arm stretched out.
And with fury poured out.
And with fury poured out.
And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people.
When we leave the United States, we're going straight to the wilderness. Read.
And there will I plead with you face to face.
The Almighty gonna plead with us in the wilderness, face to face. Everybody gonna be in the wilderness. Read.
Like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt.
Just like I did it once in Egypt, I'm gonna do it in the United States the same way. Read.
So will I plead with you, said Yahweh Elohim. I will cause you to pass under the rod.
I'm gonna cause us to pass under the rod.
And I will bring you into the bond of the covenant.
He's gonna bring us to the bond of the covenant. Read.
And I will purge out from among you the rebels.
He's gonna get rid of all the wicked people. All the wicked. The rebels got to go.
And them that transgress against me.
And everybody that forgot about Yah, to transgress against him. Read.
I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn.
The country where we sojourn, the United States and everywhere else.
And they shall not enter into the land of Israel.
And the wicked ain't going to the land of Israel. Only the righteous, the remnant. They're the only ones going home. They ain't going to the land. The Almighty just tell you. Read.
And ye shall know that I am Yahweh.
And you gonna know that I the one did it. Not no hippie on the stick, not no JC. He didn't do nothing. I did it. Read. Okay, that's it. Let's go to Zechariah. Zechariah. Zechariah chapter 8, verse 1. Still talking about heaven on earth.
Zechariah chapter 8, verse 1
through 8. Yeah.
Again, the word of Yahweh of hosts came to me, saying, Thus said Yahweh of hosts, I was jealous for Zion with great jealousy, and I was jealous for her with great fury. Thus said Yahweh, I am returned unto Zion, and will dwell in the midst of Jerusalem.
Midst of Jerusalem, that's a land, not in the air, not in the sky like the New Testament tell you. Read.
And Jerusalem shall be called a city of truth,
the city of truth,
and the mountain of Yahweh of hosts, the holy mountain.
Gonna be the holy mountain on earth, not in the air, not in heaven. Read.
Thus said Yahweh of hosts, there shall yet old men and old women dwell in the streets of Jerusalem.
Drive in the street, gonna be old and dwell in the streets of Jerusalem, not in no air, not in no sky. Read.
And every man with his staff in his hand for very age.
Every man with their staff. Boy, I got a brother, my brother, boy. Hey, he keep his staff with me. Eric Hartley, my brother. You know, every time I see him, he got his staff with him. I got to practice on getting me a staff and, and keeping one. But boy, this reminds me of my brother. Read that again.
Thus said Yahweh of hosts, there shall yet old men and old women dwell in the streets of Jerusalem, and every man with his staff in his hand.
Talking about Eric Hartley, boy, because every time I see him, he got his staff with him. Read, my brother. I love you, bro.
For very age. And the streets of the city shall be full of boys and girls playing in the streets thereof.
All right, we playing in the streets now. We ain't playing in the heaven like the New Testament said. We in the streets in Jerusalem. Read.
Thus said Yahweh of hosts, if it be marvelous in the eyes of the remnant of this people in
What?
these days,
Okay, the remnant. Didn't I tell you the remnant is the one going home? Not everybody. The remnant. Remnant means small amount of people. Read.
should it also be marvelous in mine eyes, said Yahweh of hosts. Thus said Yahweh of hosts, behold, I will save my people from the east country
Almighty gonna save us and take us back to Jerusalem, to Israel, the land. Read.
and from the west country,
Right.
and I will bring them, and they shall dwell in the midst of Jerusalem.
Not dwell in the midst of heaven, like the New Testament and the Christians say they going up into heaven. They lying. Book talking. Read.
And they shall be my people,
We gonna be his people.
and I will be their Elohim
That's right.
in truth and in righteousness.
That's right. Now read that next one.
Thus said Yahweh of hosts, let your hands be strong, ye that hear in these days these words by the mouth of the prophets, which were in the day that the foundation of the house of Yahweh of hosts was laid, that the temple might be built.
That's right. Okay. So still talking about the land. We're gonna have heaven on earth and not in no air, like the New Testament tell you. Okay, let's go to Psalms 27. Okay, Psalms. I'm still proving to you beyond a shadow of doubt, but we're gonna have heaven on earth, never in the sky, like the wicked book teacher. Okay, Psalm 27 and 13. Let's see.
Psalms chapter 27, verse 13. I had fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of Yahweh and the land of the living.
The land of the living. The land of the living, baby. Okay, let's go to the New Testament. Let's go to First Thessalonians. Let's see that. Yeah. Yeah, First Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 17. Mm-hmm. Yeah, First Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 16 to 17. Yeah, do that. Now I'm in the New Testament and proving to this a lie. This in the New Testament. Read.
First Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 16. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of God, and the dead in JC shall rise
So
first.
you're gonna ride for it. Now watch this 17 verse. That's the verse I want. Watch this.
Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air.
That's a lie. You ain't gonna they didn't read in the Old Testament where you gonna meet nobody in no air. Shout the New Testament lie to you. Contradiction. Read.
And so shall we ever be with the Lord.
Say we're gonna be with him in heaven. That's what this saying, which is a lie. You ain't read in the Old Testament where you gonna be in no air. Shit. First Corinthians. Let's see what they say. Let's see what First Corinthians chapter 15. Let me see what they say. Yeah, First Corinthians 15 and 50. Okay. Let's see what they say. Yeah.
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 50. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of God.
What? See what it said? We're gonna be in the land of the living in the Old Testament. Now the New Testament gonna come over here and tell you a lie. Now read that lie again. Shit.
Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of God, neither do corruption inherit incorruption.
Ain't there something? Boy, this book is a mess. Okay, let's go see what Matthews 22 and 30 say. Still dealing with this clown book. Matthews 22 and 30, I think. 22. Oh boy, this book here wicked. Okay, Matthews 22 and 30.
Matthew chapter 22, verse 30. For in the resurrection they neither marry nor are given in marriage, but are as the angels of God in heaven.
See, they're gonna be like the angels. They didn't have no wife and they ain't have no kids in heaven. So when you die and go to heaven, you ain't gonna get married, you ain't gonna have no husband, you ain't gonna have no wife, you don't have no kids or nothing. Now that's what the New Testament talking about. Now you read where the kids gonna be old, we're gonna be old and we're gonna be in the streets, the kids gonna be playing. But when you get to the New Testament, read that junk again. This old mess.
For in the resurrection they neither marry
So in the resurrection, they ain't gonna be married.
nor are given in marriage,
They ain't gonna even be able to get married.
but are the angels of God in heaven.
But it's gonna be just like the angels in heaven because they didn't get married. That's what this is saying. Okay. Shoot. Let me get out this old book here. So, according to the New Testament, ain't gonna be no marriage, ain't gonna be no kid, but you're gonna meet them in the air and you're gonna live forever in the air. That's what the New Testament is. That's a brainwashing, retarded book. Now, I'm through talking about this old mess in the New Testament. Now, I want to get on these snitches, these stool pigeons, snitching and stool pigeons and rats. That's what I'm finna talk about right now. Okay, go to Exodus 2. I'm gonna let you know the snitching, stool pigeon, policing, and telling on people didn't start in the 2000s. No, it didn't start. It started way back in the biblical time. Let's go to Exodus 2. Let me show you what they did in the biblical time. This was snitching and stool pigeon started right here. Snitching and stool pigeon started in Exodus 2. Let me see. Okay. Exodus 2, I'm going to start at the 11th verse through the 15th. Yeah. Okay.
Exodus chapter 2, verse 11. And it came to pass in those days when Moses was grown.
When Moses was grown, now Moses 1,100. Watch this.
That he went out unto his brethren.
He went to his brethren.
And looked on their burdens.
And looked at how the Egyptian was doing them. He mad. They always getting down on the people. He's salty. So read.
And he spied an Egyptian.
He spied. He called an Egyptian. Looking. He's spying at him. He looking at him.
Smiting a Hebrew.
He see the Egyptian beating on this Hebrew.
One of his brethren.
One of his brothers now. Moses finna save one of his brothers now. You step up. Watch this.
And he looked this way and that way.
He looked around and see if anybody was looking. Now watch what Moses did.
And when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian.
He killed the Egyptian. Why? Because the Egyptian was getting down on his brother, beating on his brother every day. Now watch this.
And hid him in the sand.
Well, after he killed the Egyptian, he hid him in the sand.
And when he went out the second day,
now this the next day,
behold, two men of the Hebrews strode together.
Two of the men strode together. They kicking it. The Moses' brother, Hebrews, kicking it.
And he said to him that did the wrong, wherefore smitest thou thy fellow?
Man, why you kill the Egyptian? Uncle Tom. And Uncle Tom nigga said, why you kill the Egyptian? You already know why I killed him, because he's whooping on our brother. Read.
And he said, who made thee a prince and a judge over us?
Who made you a boss? Who made you the chief? Who made you this? They mad. Stool pigeon ass nigga mad because Moses helped his brother and killed him. You know, the Egyptian. Hey, these niggas a mess. Read.
Intendest thou to kill me?
Oh, you gonna kill me just like you killed the Egyptian? That's what the brother saying. Read.
As thou killedest the Egyptian?
See? Right. Read.
And Moses feared and said, surely this thing is known.
Surely these niggas gonna tell on me. Niggas gonna go tell the police and tell on me. Snitching started right here. Policing. Stool pigeon. Niggas telling on niggas. Black telling on black. Shit. Read.
Now when Pharaoh heard this thing, he sought to slay Moses.
When them niggas went back and told Pharaoh what Moses had did, he said, well, we got to get Moses. We're going to kill him. Read.
But Moses fled from the face of Pharaoh.
Moses got low. Got in the wind, you understand me? Get busy, get on with me, these stupid these niggas done told on me, man. Listen, man, and I'm doing them a favor. Right, read.
and dwelt in the land of Median.
And I'm going to the land of Midian.
And,
I'm gonna leave Chicago. I'm gonna go to New York. You understand me? Read.
and he sat down by a well.
Okay. Well, that's talking about his, when he went to the land of Midian. That was a Jephthah, his brother-in-law. So I ain't want to get off of there, but the topic is niggas telling on niggas, black folks telling on black folks. That's all I'm talking about. Okay, let's go to 1 Samuel. Yeah. So on the 8th, Stew, Pigs, and the Telling this started in 2000. It started where they told on Moses. So you know how long niggas been telling on niggas, talking, turn the other cheek niggas. They been telling since the beginning of time, and that's what I'm gonna show y'all today. Let the book do the talking. Any subject in the world that you want to talk about, call me and ask me. I can show it to you in the book. Whatever it is, I don't care what you want to talk about. Call me and we can talk about it from the book, not my opinion of what I think. Is what I know what the book say. Now go to 1 Samuel 22 and 7 through 10. Yeah, we still talking about stool pigeon snitching.
1 Samuel chapter 22, verse 1.
No, verse 7. 7 through 10. Yeah.
Verse 7.
Yeah.
Then Saul said unto his servants that stood about him.
Now Saul said to all the people that stood about him,
hear now, ye Benjamites.
He won't know. Read.
Will the son of Jesse give every one of you fields and vineyards, and make you all captains of thousands and captains of hundreds?
Now, at this time, Saul was jealous of King David. He wanted to slay King David. Now watch this. Read.
That all of you have conspired against me.
Ain't nobody conspired against you. You wicked, man. The Almighty told you to go handle something. You didn't handle it. Now you mad at David. David gonna be the man after you. Read.
And there is none that showeth me that my son hath made a league with the son of Jesse.
Read.
And there is none of you that is sorry for me, or show unto me that my son hath stirred up my servant against me, to lie in wait as at this day. Then
David was never against you. You lying, Saul. David loved you like a father, man. He wasn't a heathen. David never did nothing to you, Saul. You were just jealous and inferior to the man because the Almighty was with the man, and you didn't like that. You was jealous, just like these niggas today. They jealous of one another. Mad. Shit. Read.
Then answered Doeg the Edomite.
Now, Doeg the Edomite was a Gentile. Now, watch what this Gentile do.
Which was set over the servants of Saul.
He was set over the servants of Saul.
And said, I saw the son of Jesse coming to Nob, to Ahimelech the son of Ahitub.
See, snitch. He told Saul the business. Everybody, wouldn't nobody tell Saul nothing about David. But Doeg said, yeah, I seen him go in Walmart and he got on the blue suit. He told on the man. Doeg snitched on David. Read.
And he inquired of Yahweh for him, and gave him victuals, and gave him the sword of Goliath.
Look, he told the whole lick. The man was, got the sword of Goliath and did this and did that. Read.
The Philistine. Then the king sent to call Ahimelech the priest, the son of Ahitub, and all his father's house.
Right, I'm gonna leave that alone, but I just wanted to just talk about, I want to get to the main part. The man was a stupid and was a rat and a snitch. Now Doeg told it, and the two Hebrew brothers in another book told it. Now let's go to Psalms. So if you ever been snitched on, it's in their DNA. Shit, they come out their mama womb line. Telling snitching, and you don't just wake up and become a snitch. You were born a snitch. Shit. Now I ain't talking about upholding no pedophiles, people to do wrong things to old people, young, kill innocent people. I'm talking about if we both selling dope, you get busted, and you tell on me you a rat. instead of taking your own way. And I said the word if. Now I'm just making an example. When you doing things with people, whatever y'all doing together, 5 of y'all, one get caught and you tell on other folk, you a rat. Because you supposed to take your own way. If you doing the same thing I'm doing, why you gonna tell on me? You knew this before. You knew the police was involved, was gonna get involved sooner or later. So if you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. You stay on the porch. You know, if you can't stand penitentiary or jail, you ain't got no business doing nothing but going to work and home. Shit. That's all I'm saying. Well, I say Psalms 38. Yeah, Psalms 38:11. 38. Psalms 38:11-12.
Psalms chapter 38, verse 11. My lovers and my friends stand aloof from my sword, and my kinsmen stand afar off.
Read.
They also that seek after my life lay snares for me.
They lay snares for me, trying to trick me. My friends, read.
And they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things and imagine deceits all the day long.
You don't like your brother for no reason. Because he got some money. He got a pretty wife. He walk cool. He got a Rolls Royce. He got a this. He got a that. He doing good. You supposed to praise your brother. You know, get credit where it's due at. Don't be mad at the brother because he's shining. He supposed to shine. Let him shine. You can shine too. Shit, what you mad at the brother because he got 5 Bentleys or whatever, or 5 wives? Shit. Don't be mad at him. Don't be no hater. Be a congratulator and a participator. Shit, stop hating. Okay, let's go to Psalm 41. Psalm 41, start at 5 and the 13.
Psalm chapter 41, verse 5. My enemies speak evil of me. When shall he die?
See, your enemy speak your own brother. The own book doing the talking. Read that again.
My enemies speak evil of me. When shall he die, and his name perish?
That's right. Your own brother hates you for no reason. Your own black brother hates you for no reason. It's talking about us. Because we don't want on earth hate each other. White man love white folk. Chinese love Chinese. Puerto Rican love Puerto Rican. Mexican love Mexican. Boy, nigga hate a nigga. You understand me? Read.
And if he come to see me,
And if you come to see me,
he speaketh vanity.
he's speaking down on me.
His heart gathereth iniquity to itself.
His heart has got iniquity to itself. Hate his brother. Read.
When he goeth abroad, he telleth it.
When he go around the white folks, he tell on the nigga. Man, we had 15 minutes of the break time. He took an extra 5 minutes. Man, you need to fire him. He lazy. He don't want to do nothing. Read.
All that hate me whisper together against me.
What? Boy, they hate you. Book talking. Boy, you got to read it again. Read.
All that hate me whisper together against me.
Man. Whisper. You ain't gonna never know it. Boy, he hates you. But you'll never know it. Read.
Against me do they devise my hurt.
Devise my hurt. Boy, I'm letting you know. These niggas wicked. Read.
An evil disease, say they, cleave it fast unto him.
That's right.
And now that he lieth, he shall rise up no more.
That's right. Don't want me to rise up no more. Read.
Yea, my own familiar friend, in whom I trusted, which did eat of my bread.
We slept to go, man. We stayed all night over each other's house when we was young. We played marbles. We played basketball. We hung out. We had sex with women together. We did everything together. My own familiar friend, raised up from kindergarten up to high school or wherever college. Been knowing him all his life. In other words, read.
Hath lifted up his heel against me.
Nigga turned sour on me. Nigga broke bad on me. Nigga played the game on me. The same nigga that I've been knowing all my life, boy, and now he hate me. For whatever reason, I don't know. Shit, read.
But thou, O Yahweh, be merciful unto me.
Be merciful to me, Yah.
And raise me up, that I may requite them.
And I pay them back. Requite me, pay them back. Boy, I'm going to get you. Okay. Oh, no, read. Now, read some more.
By this I know that thou favorest me.
Favors me.
because my enemy do it not triumph over me.
He ain't gonna let him get away. Almighty ain't gonna let him get away. Okay, let's go to Psalm 62. Still talking about snitches and stool pigs. Boy, you think you know a nigga, you been knowing your nigga all your life, he'll play a game on you. Nigga have sex with your wife on you. He'll do any wicked shit. Niggas running up behind you thinking he 1,000. Niggas are looking at your wife. Want to molest your son, or molest your daughter, and all kind of evil, wicked shit. Nigga make me sick. 62. Psalm 62. 62 and 1 through 8. Yeah.
Psalm 62, verse 1. Truly my soul waited upon Elohim.
I'm waiting up on Yah.
From him cometh my
That's
salvation.
where my salvation come from.
He only is my rock.
He only. Great.
And my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be greatly moved.
I ain't gonna be moved, right?
How long will ye imagine mischief against a man?
How long will you imagine mischief against a man that ain't never did nothing to you? An innocent man, your brother. Read.
Ye shall be slain, all of you.
You're gonna be slain.
As a bowing wall shall ye be, and as a tottering fence.
Right.
They only consult to cast him down from his excellency.
Trying to take him down.
They delight in
They
lies.
tell lies on the man.
They bless with their mouth,
They always talking wicked about the man.
but they curse inwardly.
Curse inwardly. Read.
Selah. My soul wait thou only upon Elohim,
When you get through hating on me, I'm waiting on Yah.
for my expectation is from him.
From him.
Verse 6. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be moved.
That's right.
And Elohim is my salvation and my glory, the rock of my strength, and my refuge is in Elohim.
That's right.
Trust in him at all times.
Trust in Yah at all times. You can't trust in no nigga. And he betraying you. Now, don't get it twisted. It's some real brothers out here. Don't get it twisted now. I ain't talking about everybody. But it's some real stand-up brothers in the world. But, boy, the average one of them is a rat. If you got 100 niggas standing up, ain't but about 95 of them rats. And you might have 5, just 100. Because I got some guys, boy, they 1,000. I could give you the names, but I ain't gonna give you the name. But the ones that's watching this video, boy, y'all know what I'm talking about. My stand-up Hebrew brothers, boy, they 1,000. And boy, listen, I kill a brick, cripple a stick, and drown a drop of water for them. Cause boy, I love them brothers. Cause I know they 1,000. They love y'all like me, and they tore base only. Shit, read. Now, what verse was that?
8.
Okay.
Ye people, pour out your heart before him.
Hold on. You said what was it?
Verse 8.
Okay, 62 and 8. Let's see. Yeah, go. Read that. Start all over.
Trust in him at all times. Ye people, pour out your heart before him. Elohim is a refuge for us.
Yeah, trust in Yah. Okay, let's go to Psalm 52. Psalm 52. Still talking about stool pigeons, rats, and police ass niggas. 52. Excuse my French. This is the Shabbat day, but excuse my friend. I'm sorry, y'all. But I guess upset, boy. But the Almighty know my heart, though. 52, 1 through 9.
Psalms chapter 52, verse 1. Why boastest thou thyself in mischief, O mighty man? The goodness of Elohim endureth continually. Thy tongue deviseth mischiefs like a sharp razor, working deceitfully.
Wicked.
Thou lovest evil more than good,
You rather do wicked than good.
and lying rather than to speak righteousness.
You rather lie on the brother and tell the truth. Rather tell lies and tell the truth.
Selah. Thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue.
Nigga got a deceitful tongue.
Elohim shall likewise destroy thee forever.
That's all right. The Almighty gonna get you. I might not can see or understand what's going on, but the Almighty gonna get you. Oh boy, he gonna take care of the wicked against the righteous one. Read.
He shall take thee away.
What? I just said the Almighty gonna take you away. Telling the police, hating on your brother, doing wrong things to one another. Supposed to love one another. Shit. Read.
and pluck thee out of thy dwelling
And gonna
place,
pluck you out of your dwelling place.
and root thee out of the land of the living.
Gonna root you out straight to the graveyard. Oh, foul person.
Selah. The righteous also shall see,
The righteous gonna see it happening. Oh boy, look what happened to him. He was a rat. He was a stool pigeon. He was a snitch. Read.
and fear, and shall laugh at him.
Hey boy, look, glad something happened to him. Cause he get you 50 years. If you man get you 50 years, you ain't gonna be mad at him? Shit. Hell yeah, you gonna be mad at him. And he did the same thing you did and got busted and told on you. Shit, and he got you 50 years. And he's still on the street with his wife and kids or whatever, whoever he with. Shit, hell yeah, you mad at him. If you're a fool, if you ain't mad at him, get you 50 years in the penitentiary and took you away from your wife and kids and your loved one. And I got partners that got plenty that did 20 and 25 and 30 years. They mamas and died, they sisters and died, and brothers and died. Shit, hell yeah, I'm mad at them. Read.
Verse 7. Lo, this is the man that made not Elohim his strength,
That's right.
but trusted in the abundance of his riches,
This is the man that trusts in his riches. He don't trust in Yah, he trusts in his money. Read.
and strengthening himself in his
And
wickedness.
still getting over on people in his wickedness.
But I am like a green olive tree in the house of Elohim. I trust in the mercy of Elohim forever and ever.
To the graveyard. I'm going to trust in Yah to the graveyard forever and ever. Read.
I will praise thee forever,
I'm going to praise the Most High forever.
because thou hast done it.
That's right, done it.
And I will wait on thy name,
Wait on the Almighty name.
for it is good before thy saints.
Good for thy saint. Okay, now let's go to Psalms 34. Still talking about stool pigeons and police. Psalms 34. Let's see. I think I want the 11th verse all the way down to 19. Yeah, 1934.
Psalms chapter 34, verse 11. Come, ye children, hearken unto me. I will teach you the fear of Yahweh.
That's right.
What man is he that desireth life, and loveth many days, that he may see good?
That's right.
Keep thy tongue from evil,
Keep your tongue from evil.
and thy lips from speaking guile.
Don't be speaking guile.
Depart from evil, and do good. Seek peace, and pursue it.
That's right.
The eyes of Yahweh are upon the righteous,
Almighty looking at the righteous.
and his ears are open unto their cry.
And whatever they cry to him about, boy, he gonna save them.
The face of Yahweh is against them that do evil,
And evil when you tell on your brother, being a stool pigeon, snitch. Read.
to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth.
Get rid of them.
The righteous cry, and Yahweh heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles.
Out of all their troubles.
Yahweh is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Yahweh delivered him out of them all.
He gonna deliver you from this wicked person. All right. Okay, let's go to Psalm 56. Psalm 56, 1 through 6, I think. Yeah. 56, yeah. 56, 1 through 6. Yeah.
Psalm chapter 56, verse 1. Be merciful unto me, O Elohim, for man would swallow me up.
Man, swallow me up.
He fighting daily oppressed me.
Every time, he always oppressing me.
My enemies would daily swallow me up.
My enemies, which is the black person, gonna swallow me up.
For they be many that fight against me.
They be many to fight against me, and I ain't never did nothing to show them love. But they mad at me.
O thou most high,
Oh, thou most high.
what time I am afraid, I will trust in thee.
What time I'm from, I'm trusting you, Yah.
In Elohim I will praise his word. In Elohim I have put my trust.
That's right.
I will not fear what flesh can do unto me.
I ain't gonna fear no flesh, because everybody on earth got flesh. This is flesh. I'm talking about flesh. So he talking to you. I ain't gonna fear you. I'm gonna fear the Most High. Read it.
Every day they wrest my words.
Every day they do.
All their thoughts are against me for evil.
All them thinking about how they can slay me, or how they can trick me, and how they can kill me. But the Almighty recording everything you think and say and do. Boy, he ain't gonna let you be able to do it. Read.
They gather themselves together.
They get together.
They hide themselves.
They had though.
They mark my steps.
They mark my step.
When they wait for my soul.
Waiting on me to slip. Waiting on my soul.
Shall they escape by iniquity?
No, they ain't gonna escape by their iniquity.
And thy anger cast down the people, O Elohim.
Mm.
Thou tellest my wanderings.
Thou tell them everywhere I go.
Put thou my fears into thy bottle. Are they not in thy book?
That's right.
When I cry unto thee,
when I cry to Yah,
then shall my enemies turn back.
The enemy's gonna turn back then.
This I know.
This I know.
For Elohim is for me.
He for me. Because he got to be for me. When you righteous and 100 and keeping doing everything that the Most High say, he with you. Don't panic. Don't get scared. He with you. Okay, was that 9?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Psalms 97. 97. Let's see. Psalm 97. Yeah, Psalm 97. 9 and 10, I think. Yeah, 97.
Psalms chapter 97, verse 9.
No, verse, yeah, you're right. My fault. Yeah, 9 and 10, yeah.
For thou, Yahweh, art high above all the earth. Thou art exalted far above all deities. Ye that love Yahweh hate evil.
That's right. When you love Yah, you hate evil.
He preserveth the souls of his saints.
He's going to preserve the saints now.
He delivereth them out of the hand of the wicked.
He going to deliver from these rats, these stupid, these police ass people. When you right, okay, that what you read 10 too? That was 10? Okay, then. Let's go to Psalms 69. Yeah, 69. Let's see. So, yeah. 69. Psalm 69 and 30 to 35. 69, 30 to 35, yeah.
Psalms chapter 69, verse 30.
No, 30. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, 69 and 30 to 30, 33, I think. Yeah, okay.
Psalm 69, verse 30. I will praise the name of Elohim with a song, and I will magnify him with thanksgiving. This also shall please Yahweh better than ox or bullock that have horns and hoofs. The humble shall see this and be glad, and your heart shall live that seek Elohim.
That's right.
For Yahweh heareth the poor, and despiseth not his prisoners.
Hold it. He hear the poor and he don't despise the prison. Just because you go to prison don't mean you wrong. Don't mean you ungodly. Hey, the Almighty put you in prison to wake up his people. Let me see. I got 3 Hebrew brothers that went to prison and they stayed in there quite a long time, but they was in there for a reason. They didn't go for what they did. They go to wake the people up. They go to wake the penitentiary up. To show the fear of Yah. To tell them about Yah. He left me on the street to wake the people up, and he put them in prison to wake the people up. That's how the Almighty do. Joseph went to penitentiary for nothing. He didn't do nothing. The woman lied on him. So everything is all good. When you just got you go to penitentiary, that don't mean that was a bad thing. Going to penitentiary is a good thing because you go to get wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and then once you get it, you wake the brothers up. He using you like a tool, like a hammer or something, a carpenter. He uses you like a carpenter, like a hammer, like a carpenter uses a hammer. So it's not no bad thing because they went to prison. They made it back out though, and boy, they popped that coin. You understand me? So it was a good thing for them to go to wake the people up, and he left me on the street to wake them up. Did read that again?
For Yahweh heareth the poor,
He heareth the poor.
and despiseth not his prisoners.
He don't despise his prisoners because Hebrews all over the world, in prison, out of prison, everywhere else. Okay, now let me see. Now let's go to what was that? Psalms 69. Okay, Psalm 142. Psalm 142. Yeah, 6 and 7.
Psalms chapter 142, verse 6. Attend unto my cry, for I am brought very low. Deliver me from my persecutors.
Deliver me from all these people that's trying to do harmfully bad stuff to me. Read.
For they are stronger than I.
And some of them stronger than me.
Bring my soul out of prison.
Bring my soul out of prison. So don't get it twisted. The Almighty got people that he loves is in prison too. Bring my soul out of prison. Read.
That I may praise thy name.
That I can praise your name, Yah.
The righteous shall compass me about.
The righteous gonna be around me.
For thou shalt deal bountifully with me.
So it's the Almighty that sent you to prison. It's the Almighty that's gonna get you out of prison. So let's go to Psalm 146 and 7. 146, I think, 7.
Psalms chapter 146, verse 7. Which executed judgment for the oppressed, which giveth food to the hungry.
That's what y'all give food to the hungry.
Yahweh looseneth the prisoners.
The Almighty get you out of prison. There you go. Your book talking. Almighty the one get you out of prison. Okay. Let's go to Deuteronomy. Let's go to Deuteronomy 23. Deuteronomy 23 and 15 and 16. Let's see, 23. Okay, yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 15. Thou shalt not deliver unto his master the servant which is escaped from his master unto thee.
Okay, you see when your Hebrew brothers waiting to get in the way, you don't tell on them. That's what they're saying. Don't tell on him. Now read it again.
Thou shalt not deliver unto his master the servant which is escaped from his master unto thee.
The slave that have escaped from his master, don't go tell the master, oh, over there in the barn. Don't do that. Read.
He shall dwell with thee.
He should be with you. That's your brother. He running from a slave master, plantation owner. He be with you. You don't go tell him he under the tractor. He in the barn. He over in the bale of hay. Don't do that. Read.
Even among you, and that place which he shall choose in one of thy gates, where it liketh him best, thou shalt not oppress him.
Don't oppress him. That's your brother. Don't oppress him. No, don't do that. Okay, that's 16.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Well, I'm finna close out then, and did I read? Yeah, I think I read. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I read all that. Okay. Yeah, but in the meantime, between time, I'm gonna close out, and like I said, if anything that any brothers and sisters out there want to talk about, just call me, and I got the answer to it in the book. I ain't gonna answer from my opinion or what I think. It's all about the book. If I can't prove from the book, then I'm not gonna say nothing. And that's when they mad at me today, because I let the book do the talking and the book represent me. And let me see what else. You got anything you want to say, Nana? Okay, then. But yeah, I'm going to close out, and I'm going to say hallelujah, praise the mighty Yah, and to the next one. And I should be, then another thing, I want the people to call me and know if y'all want to discuss any subject or any topic, let's do it. Don't be scared. It's all in the book. Whatever you want to talk about, prostitution, in the book. Rapists, in the book. Or whatever. Homosexuality, in the book. Everything in the book. I can't sit up here and name everything, but it's in the book somewhere. Cocaine in the book, marijuana in the book, you know. So, and to the next time, I love y'all and all your brothers and sisters out of the world. Shalom, shalom.